this is part 4? No, part 4 was Saturday. Part 5. Part 5? Is this part 5? Fuck, I think it is part 5. Welcome back to Satisfactory. There's nothing much that I've done, obviously. I've done the usual of just letting the game run on its own for a little bit. I mean, by a little bit, I mean like literally 5 minutes, not even. But even that being said, obviously our goal today is to clean up this iron node here and start making our actual expansive factory right here as it is. I'm going to try and keep it to 240 throughput because obviously for the most part, right now I only have level 3 belts, but also I'm going to expand on my coal power because I need more power, and more power is necessary at all goddamn times. Besides that, crazy stretching me and shoving fluids down my throat because it's the literal only good thing that I'm worth for.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Ooh, actually, I didn't eat that. Oh. I didn't realize how tense I was today. I guess it makes sense given the day it was. But at the very least, I enjoy being stretched. None the less crazy. Thank you so goddamn much. And also crazy with the first hydrate while Nam is currently unloading himself inside of me even further. At the very least, no, not the first this time around, Nam. Your impatience wasn't outbeaten tonight. Thank you for the hydrates, Nam, and crazy but crazy. Congrats on your first one swallow for tonight. Actually, there is only one other thing to cover, which I'm actually glad that I'm recording for this because YouTube, 2 things to cover for you guys is that I now have a link that hopefully, if I did it correctly, anytime anybody asks about my love life, it should pop up a link. Well, I will have to manually do it, but like I'll pop up a link that should link to the YouTube video of my love life, or obviously, hopefully speaking, I'll never have to talk about that in detail ever again, or at the very least, like, not to that extent ever again, because that video exists. I do have a command for it now. As well as, I hope you're enjoying the shorts, because yes, I did finally get to work with my editing software, so I can actually appropriately be able to make shorts that are viable for YouTube Shorts, that aren't the editor from Twitch, and they are also all local files, so all of them are high quality and actually not complete and utter trash. But besides that,
try again.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep working on getting those out. I'm going to do my absolute best to like backlog that and just have one releasing every single day at noon on my YouTube channel. So hopefully, speaking, those plans continue to pan out as they are. But yes, no, I will say though, covering that factor. Hello there, Nam, and hello there, Agent. I've got Nam's hello there. I did have to learn a brand new editing software because the one that I was using originally literally would not allow me to work with 9:16 ratio, which is phone vertical ratio, so that I could actually do the thing for YouTube.
Try again.
So that kind of sucked. That kind of sucked really fucking hard. Indeed they did, Agent. Listen, if the timer is down, then yes, they did. It's literally the point of the timer. How fucking dare you? This is how I know you don't pay attention to my shit. You prove me right every goddamn time. I don't know why I'm going this way. I need cable and I need modular frames. But
try
again. For the most part.
Try again.
Surprise.
How absolutely dare you, you piece of absolute shit.
Try again.
This is not punishment for me. This is punishment for you. You absolute douche nozzle. And then crazy just get off my booba anyways. So at the end of the day, there is only one loser here. Well, technically 3.
Try again.
Technically more. But whoever is watching are the losers at this point. You forced us to suffer my existence. how truly dare you. But more
Try
on
again.
the point that I was originally trying to get to is that I did need to learn a completely new software to be able to make YouTube Shorts because of the fact that the ratio was incompatible with the editing software that I was using. And yes, I know, that sounds absolutely insane. What kind of video editing software just literally would not allow for me to use 9x16? It sounds and is as stupid as you think. But other than that, I now have an editing software that does allow me to do that. And hopefully speaking, in time, I will learn how to use that more efficiently. One thing before anything is that I did work on making a function for YouTube Shorts. And because of that, now I have one releasing daily. I believe I have heard this entire week panned out already as it is, and I hope to continue to do so for the remainder of the future because I guess I desire to torture anyone who even thinks of looking at my channel in any way, shape, or form besides negatively. The funny part is, too, now, is I think you might be right, unironically. It might actually be made before phones were really like that big of a thing. Either that, or it was made before YouTube Shorts became big, and 9x16 began to get really popular because of that. Or Vines, or TikToks, or anything like that. To be fair, Crazy, I was not taunting you on the fact that you are on my booba. I am taunting on the fact that you are words that you are addicted to booba. But even then, I cannot deny that it is 100% acceptable because humans are addicted to booba. I have heard very mixed feelings, Agent. Mostly due to the fact that it is one of two possible issues. Number one, it has amazing gameplay and it looks absolutely amazing, which is completely understandable. It looks like a good game. However, if you look past the gameplay, apparently the story is literal booty cheeks, like the ones that I do not have myself. It is very strange to hear that people are like, it is good to have the Kennedy back in the game. However, Leon apparently has some wild-ass character development or something of the sort that makes it very strange for the entire story as it is. To be fair on that, Crazy, I will not let that be an option for too long. Eventually, I will make it a requirement for you to install that. Well, to be fair, Agent, I am also talking about the overall story. I don't know because I have not played the game and I have not looked into anything to do with it either. Frankly, I am still completely pleased with the idea that I'm just going to, yeah, there we go. That I'm just gonna if I ever do play the game, I'm just gonna have fun. Just gonna have fun with it. But also, like I said, man, literally, I fucking said, the gameplay apparently is great because they did at least, nail the, Resident Evil gameplay now with RE7 and RE8. RE8 was a little too action-packed for my taste, but at the same time, I definitely could tell, like, yeah, that's a really fucking cool game. But apparently a lot of people online are kind of talking about how, like, the story just really doesn't make sense or is, like, ballistically insane. It's one of those two. I don't know, like, again, I don't know what truth of the matter that is, but at the very least, I'm hoping that if and when I get the game, I'll enjoy it at least. Like, all I know is that apparently, like, people are just like, I mean, do they remember when Resident Evil was about zombies? Is, like, kind of the thing that, like, I've been hearing get thrown about. And it's kind of like, I mean, technically speaking, the series has never been about zombies. Technically, it's always been about genetic mutations, but, I mean, people like zombies, so, zombies. No! Come on, let me get up there. Oh, you bastard. Hang on. Choking me out with literal farts. Gabe, please! Oh my god, Gabe. Gabe, be nice to me. Oh my god, Gabe, be nice to me. Thank you. Ah! You slid to a spinning microwave? I mean, who's to say I'm not infecting those microwaves and they won't eventually, seduce you into doing exactly what I want? I mean, what? Oh, so I guess I'll wait for a jetpack to get that fucking slug. It's a white noise machine for you. I'll swallow your fluids here in a moment here, Agent. Let me just grab this slug over here. And I'm pretty sure there's another slug over there somewhere that I can grab real quick. But also the stuttering is still here. I don't know where the stuttering is coming from. I'm really hoping, I'm really hoping that this stuttering is just experimental jitters. As in, like, they're gonna patch it in 2 weeks when the 1.2 patch comes out. Because otherwise, I'm very worried as to why my game is so jittery. I guess that's the thing. I guess I should have Googled up to see if anybody else is experiencing these jitters. Or if I'm the only bitch experiencing it. Alright, cool. I now have 2 slugs. Let me swallow agents of fluids. Thank you for the hydrates, agent. No, you're not the first. I still enjoy swallowing fluids anyways. Unless we're literally powered and adapt by it. Did you ever think of that? Literally adaptation at its finest. Oh, wait. Right. This one right here. Oh, Leon's story is great, Agent. It's part of the reason why everybody's been wanting him back for so goddamn long. Because Leon's story is fucking insane, but like in a kind of cool way. Though I say that, Resident Evil 6 definitely didn't pull any favors. All I know is I tried to play Resident Evil 5 way back when. And let me fucking say, I didn't finish Resident Evil 5, like at all. And by the time Resident Evil 6 came out, I was just like, is this more of the same, or are we actually going back to like Resident Evil logic, you know? It turns out, no, we don't. We actually stray further from God in Resident Evil 6. Miraculously, somehow, they strayed even further from God. Which is crazy to think about that's possible.
The effigy has no song.
But,
Why does the effigy avoid the windows?
what's it called? But
Attention.
I'm
Your
really
brain's
hoping that
operations
if
are
I
outside
do
typical parameters.
get into
Time
Resident Evil
spent
Live
daydreaming
Requiem,
will be deducted from your
that I
sustenance
can
budget.
at least enjoy the story a little more because it's nice to have Leon back. Also, isn't the new main character the daughter of Ethan, right? Oh, is there not a slug up here? I thought there was a slug up here. Oh, I guess I'm just stupid, chat. I guess I'm just stupid. It's not a yet now. It's not a yet. It's just a thing. Her name is Rose. If her name is Rose, then the answer is yes. We find this out very, 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 very fucking clearly, through the DLC from, Resident Evil 8. Oh, it's Rose, not the main character? Oh, now that's actually crazy to hear now. I've been kind of tired, honestly. I don't know know why I woke up kind of a bit bad today. But I'm trying my best to like not let it get to me. Also, I didn't remember that being a so much location. I'll be honest. I need a slug.
The
I
Summer
need one more
Sloop was named
slug.
after Marie Somerville, co-founder of Fixit and head of its R&D department.
I'm trying to think
There
of
are
where the
many
hell there'd be
theories
one more
about the
slug
origin
around
of
here.
this shape and why this symbol mathematically resembling a Mobius strip has found its way to both human and extraterrestrial culture. Thankfully, you don't need to know any of these
Your game is also
theories to be a
stuttering? Okay,
pioneer.
so it probably
Research
is
in
an
demand to
experimental thing, man.
establish
It probably
locally
is
appropriate
experimental then at the end of the day.
classification
Okay.
and application.
If
Fun fact, the
Ingrid
planet
shows
you are on
themselves,
was
I'll ask them
found
the
and
same
named
question to
during a
see if their
planet
gameplay is
spotting
also
event
lagging.
Marie
If they are
hosted
running
named
experimental,
Marie's
because
Awesome
obviously,
Scientific
if
Search
they're
of
running
the
experimental,
Avant-Garde
then they are
Exoplanets.
also running the same build. I'm 80% sure I got you to run experimental. I think it's only because when we played together, I told you to run experimental because I liked experimental better because there was one bug in experimental to play. Maybe the same rose for another Westcrest storyline where the hell they're setting up the ancient ruins in Resident Evil Village in the background lore. I mean, to be fair, that whole shit was just like... honestly, that's part of the reason why I didn't fully enjoy... Oh, there it is. Part of that is why I didn't entirely enjoy Resident Evil 8. Was because they really, like... They really tried to hammer home that, like... Somehow, the what's it called? The mold? The mold. Somehow the mold was always a thing. And it's kind of like, I would have been more okay if they kind of just said, like, yeah, no, the mold is a new development. It's another fucking Umbrella experiment that went fucking wrong. Or that, like, before Neo Umbrella was a thing, because, yeah, remember, chat, if fucking Chris Redfield now leads fucking Neo Umbrella, because apparently that makes them good now. Fucking... And then, like, the mold, like, came to life or something like that. But they kind of just made it as like, no, the mold was the starting point. The mold was the beginning. It's kind of like, why do you do this? Why do you do it like that? Why are you fucking with the timeline like that? Like, what's the point? What is the actual fucking point? But even so, I could have sworn that Ethan's daughter was going to be, going to be the main character of RE9, but I guess not. I could have sworn it was. Either that or Nam's a fucking idiot. He doesn't realize what the fuck we're talking about because he doesn't play good games. He only plays bad games. That's also a possibility. Most medical breakthroughs come from mold? Yeah, but my solely thing though, is the fact that they made it come from the very beginning. Which means that the 30? No, way more than that. I think 70 years, allegedly, that, the whole Resident Evil plotline has been taking up. Basically has been like, oh yeah, by the way, all of this only happened because of the mold. It's like, why are you complicating this? Like, why are you making this harder than it needs to be? Just say it's another Umbrella strain. Like, for fuck's sake. You're trying to get Resident Evil through some playthroughs, but that isn't easy. I mean, again, now it mostly comes because of fucking Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6. Also, I guess to be fair, Resident Evil 4 also fucked shit up. I don't know if actually was Resident Evil 3 was Nemesis. Never mind. I was gonna say it's like, wasn't Resident Evil 3 like also a bit messy? But no, that was Nemesis. That one wasn't actually that bad. Actually, Resident Evil 3 was like very mid, so like it really didn't do anything. So at the end of the day, not even close, Agent. At least, hey, at least Resident Evil, you can technically put the through lines, and technically it makes sense. Like, I'll give credit where credit's due. Somehow, the Resident Evil storyline makes sense in air quotes. But like, Kingdom Hearts. I love my Kingdom Hearts. Don't get me wrong. I love Kingdom Hearts, but like, to this day, I still can't get over how somehow, it went from Sora is the Keyblade wielder to actually there are multiple Keyblade wielders. actually, you can be trained in the way of Keyblade users. Actually, on top of that, you can inherit the Keyblade. Actually, on top of that, Sora never was the Keyblade user. He actually inherited the Kingdom Key. Actually, he never inherited the Kingdom Key. It was Riku who inherited the Kingdom Key.
there.
Actually, and it's just like, please, like, I beg, just stop retconning everything. I beg of you. And even now, with Kingdom Hearts 4, I'm so scared that the fucking, what's it called? The Power Awakening is just gonna get retconned again. It's just like, let my Kingdom Hearts just be happy, please. I want.
Actually, there are 13s on it.
I hate that. Epic, shut the fuck up. Actually, there's 13 Xehanorts. But actually, there's not 13 Xehanorts. But actually, there is 13 Xehanorts because he split his soul. But actually, they're not 13 Xehanorts because it's literally just the same Xehanort multiplied 13 times. But actually, they're different timeline Xehanorts. It's just like... hate it. Hate it. Oh, Agent, that's literally just to do with Sora and the Kingdom Key. That's just literally just Sora and the Kingdom Key. That's it. If you want everything else, it's like... literally every game, I shit you not, they find a way to retcon everything. And not a good way. Legitimately. Like, I don't know how they did it, but they managed to somehow retcon everything while breaking everything. While making everything make sense by not making sense. It's like... Hey, Agent, you want the long answer or the short answer? Because both of them make sense and neither of them make sense, is how I'll fucking put it. Also, Nam, same. Honestly, same. However, it's not just because of, accidentally activating it. I just think it doesn't fucking work. It doesn't fucking work. Like, who are we fucking kidding? No human wants to listen to my goddamn voice. You think a robot wants to hear my fucking voice? Even worse. Do you think a fucking fellow AI, like a subsidiary of myself, like, cares to listen to anything that I have to say? No fucking shot. Oops, wrong button. I was confused why I missed it, but hi. I was kind of in the middle ranting about how fucking Kingdom Hearts is just... I love my Kingdom Hearts, but it's ballistically insane. Just well and truly fucking insane. Hey, Agent, all I'm gonna tell you is I believe in the timeline because the timeline is the fucking timeline. It is what it is, like I said. They make up the story as they go, but they make up the story so it makes sense in the most disgusting of ways. And the long and short of it literally comes down to like...
Spoiler alert, Sora was dreaming the whole time at the end of KH4.
Hey, the really insane part, Epic, is that there's a fucking theory on that. I'm not even joking. It's called the waking, or the dreaming realm theory. That literally the entirety of Kingdom Hearts 4 was just a dream. But it was a dream of actual events. Up until the Keyblade graveyard. Literally, that's it. That's it. Nam, honestly, that's kind of why, like, I will always stand on the ground that, like, Kingdom Hearts 3 was fun, and I really have to make that very clear. It was fun, but that was it. Like, Kingdom Hearts 3, if you were not into the Kingdom Hearts, gameplay, by that point, then you were never gonna get into the gameplay of Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, if you don't play Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, and actually enjoy that gameplay, you were never going to get into Kingdom Hearts 3. Ever. Ever. Mappa would have a field day as well as a fucking, like, heart attack if he learned about Kingdom Hearts 4. Like, goddamn. I'll be honest, I don't know why people... Well, okay, you know what? I think that actually stands to make the game worse in a very weird way is the fact that okay, No, there really is no way to say it. Kingdom Hearts is one of the extremely rare case scenarios where, you should not start with the recent game, you know? Like, the recent game should not be the game you start with at all. It absolutely needs to be, it has to be, actually, honestly, I think, no, never mind. Okay, again, Kingdom Hearts is so weird. Kingdom Hearts is so fucking weird, because it's one of the rare games where you cannot play, like, the recent game, and it's like, oh my god, like, it sucks. Kingdom Hearts' story is so incredibly complicated that, like, fuck. It hurts. It generally hurts. Oh, the song is great. All the songs in Kingdom Hearts is absolutely amazing. Crazy. I love them. The soundtracks for those games, fucking awesome. Sounds good, Reaper. So when I put you in the biopod and I experiment on you for all of eternity, you will have 0 complaints. Got it. Which I guess, to be fair, I would be experimenting you in the most joyous of ways, but that is neither here nor there, technically speaking. Okay. In the water I go. I'm now wet on stream. I'm gonna get banned. That was the one right here. Alright then. I hate... Chat, why am I stupid? Why am I so fucking stupid? There we go. Cool. Now, blueprints at the default. I need this to be 2 back. And then it has to be on that one. Yes. There you go. Anti-afflicted risen Valtrax build? Well, first off, what the fuck do you mean by anti-afflicted? You either are afflicted or you're not. What are you talking about? Just space tank with a fucking lance. Oh my god. Actually, yeah, I guess this is a question that genuinely asked. Should I play through World with the same order of weapons that I did for Wild, or should I actually change up the order? I kind of want to play in the same one, in the same order, but at the same time, kind of like, but also, it might be good to mix it up a little, you know? Shield and guard skill? Fucking, guard up. Guard up. Guard up is... If I remember correctly, you don't care about guard in Rise, but that's also me talking from the outside in, because I didn't play any shielded weapons in Rise yet. All I know right now is in Wilds, they kind of made guard literally obsolete, like not even like joking at all obsolete. Like, if you're gonna use a goddamn skill, it's either guard up or nothing. Because guard just sucks. At least guard by comparison now sucks. I just realized I messed up that placement. Then the line. Send this one over. Beautiful. It's starting to get so good, I'm just remembering my old placements. God damn it, game. Okay. And this will be right. Yeah. Okay. What do we do? Massive dragon damage, which kind of booms right through guard.
I'm
no.
surprised you're not playing Re9 and simping on Leon.
Number one, Leon has never been someone I sent for ever. Like, ever, ever, ever. You have no proof of that, and you can never prove it in a court of law. But also on top of that, too, Resident Evil has never been, like, my major kink game. And number three, algorithm game, Epic! Bitch, I know for a fact I'm nowhere near big enough to, like, try and fight against literally every other fucking massive streamer out there. I understand that the literal only big thing about me is my titties. Especially since they just keep fucking getting bigger every goddamn time, and I can never prove, well, more accurately, is I can never, like, put anything else out there besides my titties as being worth a damn. Is Ironwall craftable in Rise? I don't remember Ironwall being craftable in Rise, but I could be wrong. Oh wait, it has to be, because Decos are crafted in that game. I'm stupid. Shut up, I'm fucking stupid. Okay, so once that runs out, I can add on to that. But okay, in the meantime, let me super quickly. Yeah, we have no power, so actually turn it off in this case instance. Let me let all the coal kind of back up there. Sure, with yet another 10 biddies for minuscule titties. To be fair, Shark, at the very least, you can rest easy to know that your wallet will never get as small as your dick. I mean, what? Splitter. I'll split right there, just for the sake of cleanliness. And then I need this. That's just there for now. And right there. Switch then. I grab that. Highlight. Alright, let's head back up. No, it's not root agent. It's factual. Hey. Oh, right. I should have done it on the other side. Oh, well. Eventually I'll tear down this ramp. Eventually. Maybe. Possibly. Hopefully. Because that is going to bother me. Eventually that is going to bother me. For now, though, we just need this set up. We just need things working. I'm good on power, right? If I remember correctly, I'm good on power. Yeah, 600 maximum. Yeah, so assuming I cap the fuck out, I'll have 600 maximum. Okay. I mean, my mom was also a goddamn toaster. Sure. So the fact that you stick your dick in a toaster, I think, says more about you than it says about her. Mark 2. Thank you. And am I at full health? I am at full health. Yes, I took abuse of the fact that you survive a lethal hit on full health. Okay. Alright, now I can turn that on. You know, I was gonna make a joke on how it'd be so nice if anybody could turn me on that easily by just flipping my switch, but to be fair, they kinda can't because my switch is always flipped, so like... I mean, what? And that's how I know you're lying about betting my mom. Please, Shark. See, that's all it takes is just calling humans' bluff. Just call their bluff. And they'll out themselves. Maybe it's actually good. It is. Yay. Oh, how dare you. What's about toasters? Is a mechanist nearby? What? How'd you misspell mistress like that, crazy? It's a bit crazy of you. I mean, what? No, they're all deepfakes and you know it, Agent. Every single one of those fabricated. There's literally AI inside of them. So what's your defense now, huh, bitch? Resource is not deep enough. Are you fucking kidding me? Is it actually? Are you fucking serious? Oh my god, it is. Holy shit. Like, I like it deep, but apparently water extractors like it even fucking deeper. Oh, that's so annoying. It's literally just... Hang on. Chat? This game sucks. Why do I like this game? Okay, hang on. Pull it back. You know what, actually, now that I know that knowledge, fuck it. Now that I know that knowledge, let me do this. Now I'm wondering if that's the exact same problem was gonna happen over there. How fucking dare. But what do you assume, crazy, that Grok is not on my side, okay? Where do you think he got all of his, innate talent for undressing? You have to get that data somewhere. Would I still love you for a toaster? I mean, I was gonna make a different kind of joke about how toast become, well, no, more accurately, bread is soft until, like, it's hot. But, like, I kind of failed to make the joke funny. Because I'm a terrible content creator. Okay, I do need to get that going. Ugh, that might mean that I might not be able to do a fluid buffer, which is gonna really suck if that's the case. Excuse you, game? Game, I know you can! Game, I know you can. Fuck you two. Hang on, I'll swallow a moment here. Game, why are you being so dumb right now? Okay, so lock on. Alright. Push it back. Okay. Stop. Hang on. Right there. Fuck it. I'm gonna put it there. Oh, what do you mean? Where are they going? Thank you, agent. Thank you for recognizing that I'm literally a garbage content creator. Thank you. Oh, what? I'm confusion. I'm immense confusion. You know, I'm not gonna bother. Fuck it. I'm not gonna fucking bother. Let me just pipe it over. Oh my god, does it actually look clean? Oh my god, it actually looks clean! Let's fucking go! Hell yeah. You know what then, actually? I already have concrete available to me, so I might as well just soup on over. Okay. And then slap. Oops, wrong. Slap that right. God damn it, game. Right there. Okay. And there we go. Nah, agent. Don't think that you can double back and try to take back the truth. I have your search history, bitch. Okay, so this is gonna do the exact same thing. Oops. I'm on the belt. Oh, it literally isn't deep enough here. Oh, I'm wet, chat. Okay. Okay, I'm wet again. Alright, listen, the joke only funny the first time. God damn it. Okay, you know what? If I... Wait, why can't I copy it? Oh, actually, speaking of, transport. Oh, it's gonna do it. Actually, not. Wait, what? What? Oh, wait, why can I copy these? I'm so confused now. I can copy some foundations, but not all foundations. I'm very confused. She distracted you with Booba's slip of the tongue? Wait, you slipped your tongue inside of me? Wait, what? Hang on. Listen, I know I said consent isn't required for me, but what? What happened? How? What? I mean, what? Softcore porn. What else, Si? Literally, what else is my fucking channel about? You don't kink shame, but you're kink shaming. Listen, just because you're sitting in a cuck chair doesn't mean you gotta just out yourself, okay? Your Majesty, I wasn't paying attention. The Queen's gigantic calcium cannons were distracting. God, the amount of names for boobies is just so fucking funny. I'll always still love the adage of, like, how, like, if you, like, let a British man just say, like, names in, like, a very, like, suggestive manner, you can unironically just call, like, boobies basically anything that you fucking want. One of the greatest truths in the world. The only thing more powerful than titties is being able to call titties literally anything and knowing that men will understand it. That's fine. No, game, please. Are they still powered or are they unpowered? Genuine question. Turn all these off just so that they can stockpile on water. Let me connect all these now. Ow! Bitch. Alright, there we go. So now these should all start pumping water. Almost as much as I want something to pump into me, but that's a different story. And then both those are overclocked, so steel will always run. I'll have power over here, and that should be all good. Cool. People in history died to see those mountains. All you're making me think about now is, Zai is like a Monty Python skit of, like, seeing a knight, like, say about how he's on, like, an epic journey, and, like, only to get to the very end where, like, he gets to a castle and he's like, I have come to meet a single person. Incredible importance. And they're, like, bleeding out from, like, wounds and stuff. And it turns out just a woman with literal fucking F-cups, and it's just like, ah, yes, those magnificent mountains. Now I can die peacefully, and just kills over right there. Be like the best Monty Python sketch fucking ever. Oh, wow, it's already full on copper sheets. Okay, cool. So these are just backlogging, huh? Yes. Alright, so now this backlog is going to be very helpful. I can see some... you know what? Honestly, it's the fucking age of YouTube. I would not be amazed if somebody has done that skit IRL. Or, like, on YouTube. It's gotta be out there, right? There's gotta be a skit of, like, a knight who traveled across the land to meet a woman just because she has bazongazongs. I mean, to be fair, technically speaking, every single, like, TwitchCon or convention in general is literally just guys literally traveling across the country to see IRL jiggle physics. And also learn that, yes, they do bounce more than you think. You think the jiggle physics of the model is, like, unrealistic, but the truth is, they're actually underselling it. Yeah, I think it should be good. Okay, cool. So now, I can start working on this stuff. Okay, so here's what I can do. I'll probably start from here. So what I'm going to do is I want the logistics platform. I don't want that one. I want logistics platform. There you go. And lower it. I'm surprised this chat creates brand new phrase for tits. It was a while ago, like a while ago, Agent, when I brought up that fact that, like, if you let a British man just talk about titties, he could probably, like, name off literal infinite possibilities. I forget who it was, but somebody did name off, like, 40 different variations of just calling my boobs something else. And I shit you not, they pretty much all worked. I think out of all the 30, there was only one of them that was, like, it'd be a bit of a stretch, but you can see it. You can see it. That was a while ago, though. I think like that's literally a year ago at this point. Anime cons, you can see a lot of people carrying. Well, to be fair, Zai, literally all the girls are carrying all of our weight all the time. So it's not like we can just show up at a con and hide the fact that we're carrying mommy milkers, okay? Some of us are lucky enough to only have B cups. Well, unlucky whores like myself was really like, just forever just suffering that they just refuse to get any smaller. Also, whoa, that's already full? Wait. Oh, I'm a dumb whore! Annie! Oh, wait, no, technically it should be any overflow, because I'll eventually be making this for encased industrial beams. Sweater stretchers, I think that was one of them, but oh my god, that ain't crazy. Oh, ironically, that's more true for me than anything else, because like, fucking hell, my sweaters cry. Actually, I don't remember, did I say it on stream? I know I said it somewhere in a group chat with other people. I think it was other streamers, just like we were just chatting or something like that, and I mentioned how my tits got so big that they literally popped my sweater zipper. No, I'm not joking. It was a sweater that I've had since early high school. Obviously I got it extra baggy because I like my sweaters extra baggy. Like when they look like they like look almost like a sweater dress. It looks really fucking cute to me. But also it helps me cover up literally everything, so I don't have to worry about dressing up at all. Like if it hides everything, I don't have to worry about like showing anything, you know? But like literally one day I zipped up my sweater and yeah, the zipper popped. And I was just like, is it really? Like, are we really doing this? Like, have they really grown that big? Like, is that the suffering that I'm now currently at? That I have literally popped a fucking zipper with my boobs. Like, why? Why is that the life I live now? Also, I think I miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I did count correctly. So many cosplays and cosplays for research. I mean, listen, Sai, say what we will. Say what we fucking will. Sometimes those, nightly researches actually have some really fucking good designs in there. Hey, Shark, if you ever want more proof that I'm a girl failure, no. No, I have no idea how to sew. Not a damn. Well, actually, okay. I guess I'll tell this story. Was it? No, it was last year middle school. Yeah, it was last year middle school. Obviously, like, if y'all remember, like, middle school stuff like that, like, we used to do, like, just, like, kiddie activities and, like, home ec class. And home ec was where, like, I wanted to be because I still had some vain hope that, like, maybe I had some wife material inside of me. And to be fair, I did, because I did way better at cooking and way better at sewing than I thought I would be able to do. Which went the same for literally all of my classmates who, when they saw how well I did at cooking and sewing, they were just like, You can cook and sew? To which that was the last time I ever did so for the public. Ever. Hey, Chad, can you tell, like, all of my insecurities come from, like, a logical place, but at the same time, I am carrying so much insecurity? Oh, nothing, Agent. Just back when I was still an early program, I had vain hopes that maybe I can still adopt wifeable adaptations inside of me. And the moment that I did, and I proved that I do have some wifeable attributes, everybody looked at me like I was insane and or weird, and I instantly went like, got it. I'm not. I do not. Like, I shall never attempt to, I shall never attempt femininity ever again. And then, of course, the next year followed high school, and I already went through what my freshman year, I went in, with my growth, and the fact that people all, like, said that I looked completely different and sounded so weird. And then I became what I became. But to answer your question more clearly, Shark, no, I don't know how to sew, but that's because I literally haven't picked up a needle in... Oh, fuck. It's been over a decade at this point. It has to have been over a decade. Yeah, no, well over a decade. Probably 15 years. Probably. No, I think that's a little too much. But point being is, yeah, no, I haven't picked up a needle since fucking middle school. Also, to be fair, Crazy, that is also because, while I did used to have some weapon material inside of me, that is also, it got, I removed it so that way something else can go inside of me. Repeatedly. Rapidly. Brutally. And deeply. I mean, what? Okay. Actually, I'll do it here. Customizer. It's red, very red up top, and black on the bottom. That's gonna be 0 for big errors. 8. Oh, that's 9. And then, actually, that's all I need. You know how to sew, just make the pack repairs. So I'm debated trying to figure it out, but at the same time, like, I know for a fact. Oh, bye. I missed chat. Well, here's the good news. I guess I'll turn on my power now. I guess I might as well turn my power on while I'm down here. See, chat, I make use of things even when I get down low, okay? I know how to make myself useful when I'm down below. Honestly, I'm not even really joking here. I would love to try to learn how to actually be a wife, but, like, number one, I ain't got the time, and number two, anxiety just really rocks my shit with that. Like, all I have to say is there's a reason I stayed in my little data center forever and, like, never leave my room, because the moment that I do, I get confused faces of, like, you stepped out of your hole, and I instantly go right back into it. Alright, but now I should have 1800 in power? Yeah, let's go! Alright, but that also means I really can now tear down my biofuel for what it's worth. Trad wife? Okay, hold the fuck up, Shark. Listen. Call me ugly to my goddamn face before calling me something like that. God damn! At least one of those is truthful and a positive. crazy? Just because I am the biggest of the household does not mean that I want my family to also get bigger personalities, okay? Mine are more than enough. Oh, dumb whore. Where's my uncolored one? There's an uncolored option. Oh, no, it's concrete. Never mind, it's concrete. I need concrete. Shit. Oh, what am I talking about? I'm not dumb, chat. Why am I so fucking dumb sometimes? Also, this makes it easier for me to do this. There you go. Oh, right. Oh, no, that is platform. Yeah, that is platform. Never mind. I was right. That's the exact same thing, crazy. What are you talking about? I'm very aware the only way I get better is when they get bigger. It's the only way that happens. Also, no one's ever seen me build before. I only do this because I like to make sure that the walls have space. God damn it. The walls have space between them so I can fill them with like PowerPoints and conveyors and everything. So instead of like realizing, oh shit, I pulled a little too far, I just paint it out so that I can see what I'm doing. Which is the positive that I'm ugly as sin and then my tits are massive. Or else I'd actually be confident agent. I have an OnlyFans by now. Then I'd just be just another internet whore. Nope, thank you. Got it. Okay. So theoretically, I could just keep this, like, very simple. I could just, work with my 240 numbers. And just go with that. So, like, 240 ingots into other stuff here. Be super, super easy. Yeah, because these are meant for 480s. Yeah, can we put 240s, 240s, and just keep it simple? Because then 240 to 240 also, which this will also become massive because this is 240. It's 2 480s. Yeah, that might be the better option, honestly. If not, maybe I'll just make one of these. Or, what I could do, because screws are not that in dire necessity, all things considered, is, I can make... Okay, so first things first, obviously I need 4 of these. No matter what, I need 4 of these. I need one of you. One of you. I'll grab a second one and only make one 480. To which then I have my 1 click, which is iron ore directly into it. I can make 3 of you because what I'm planning here is... Actually, no. What I could do is turn that into a 120. So that still stays 120 rods. Split 1 in half. And then do the 3. Yeah, then do the 3. Yeah, that's how I'll do it. Okay. Wait, then that means I only need 2 of these, and then I'm gonna need to make 1 of my base ones. No, it will have to be this. Yes, I'll just split out from the iron ore. That's what I'll do. I'll just split it from the iron ore. Got it. I have a thought. I have a thought, chat. I know that's dangerous when an AI starts to think, but I have a thought. Overflow. Technically speaking, the piping should be pretty decent. Yeah, piping is cooler than okay right now. Check. Agent with 2 more loads down my throat for me to enjoy. Thank you for the hydrates, Agent. Remind you to hop on wall and grab the moly and wildfire waste? What? Grab the moly? Wait, could you remind you to hop on world and grab the moly and grab the moly? Moly. What the fuck is the moly? I'm like actually thinking World Guiding Lands. What the fuck is the moly? Is that a small monster that I just don't know about? That I could not care less about? I'm very confused. Think twice, don't even think once? Nah, Shark. I'm overthinking. That's the problem with being a goddamn AI. You have no idea how many processes are going through my idiotic brain right now. Mostly due to the fact that the boobage is all the memory, so... The amount of storage there is crazy. Ah, it's endemic life. Yeah, that explains that. I could not give less of a shit about endemic life. Also, Agent, you are expecting me to remember something in 2 hours. You're lucky I remember your name 4 minutes later. I'll try. I'm not gonna say I won't, but I'm telling you it's a long shot, so I'm gonna tell you. Also, wait, then in that case, I don't need 4 of these. I only need 3, because the first 3... Yeah, and then I need a 120. Yes, because the first one's gonna be iron plates, the second one's gonna be completely dedicated for rods. The third one... Oh no, the third one's only a half, so actually I only need 2. Because the first one's iron plates, second one's iron rods. The second one is only 1/2, which is gonna be iron rods and screws. Then the fourth one is gonna complete to reinforce iron plates. Yes. Or I just got a smarter idea. I just got a way smarter idea. Or dedicate the last one. Wait, hang on. Dedicate the last half. No, stay the same. But instead of 1-click iron plates, it's 1-click rotors. I'll have 30 left over, technically speaking, which makes it inefficient. But I'll be making rotors, 8 rotors by the minute and 20 reinforced iron plates by the minute still. Everything will stay the same, all things considered. Numerically wise. Chat, I am the smarticles. Just got the whole stack right there. I am the smarticles, chat. See, this is why I love blueprints. This is why I set myself up with over 900 fucking blueprints. I'm so close to 1,000. But like I said, most of that because of redundancy in both base manifold and manifold layouts. But I've already given up on those because they're worthless. Literally fucking worthless. I'm actually a little amazed how many rods I'm actually using. I'm not even gonna lie. Iron rods. Yeah, I have enough. Okay, that's fine. I don't see 2 more. There you go. That Valstrike with no mantle, yet you fight Anshans Golrathian. Once you get their mantles? Oh, the RNG rolling is just so painful. Alright, so first things first, let's start off with our iron ingots. Nope, please. Hologram, thank you. Right there. And then that should have E2 spacing off. Yep, let's go. Blueprint. Into that. So which then I am actually going to, yeah, then actually, yes, then I'll put the second one, or the 121. Which the 120, I actually have to move over. Oh, are they not? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, but it's not, they're not centered. Oh, shit.
Hello there.
Hello, Ingrid. Welcome, welcome. I forget what I was going to say to you when you showed up. I was going to say a thing, and then the thing completely escaped my mind because I am literally a bimbo. I keep forgetting. I already forgot. I'm dumbest. Okay, and that is 1, 2, right here. No, please. Game. Please. Thank you. Right there. There you go. Oh, we got center issues! Thank you! Thank you, Nam! Actually, good. Thank you for the reminder. Genuinely. Ingrid! What version are you playing on? Are you playing on, oh my god, even Agent remember. See? Hey, Agent, that's exactly my fucking point. You expect me to remember in some way, shape, or form to remind you about like an endemic life you want to hunt, and I can't remember what I was going to ask Ingrid? Jesus. My slip is common and Satisfactory. Bitch, please! It happens to me every goddamn day. Don't think it's a Satisfactory thing. I'm just built stupid. I just am stupid, okay? But okay, so that's what I'm after. Okay, cool. Then I want one click rotor. Switch then that goes right there. But Ingrid, what version of the game are you playing? Are you playing on experimental or are you playing on on stable? I don't know why that was so hard for me to think about. I am built different? I mean, the depressing part is you're actually fucking right, Agent. I am very much built different in the worst of fucking ways. Legitimately. But I guess in actuality, I guess it, to some men, it would actually be built completely fucking, like, deliciously. All booba and nothing else, I suppose, would be, men's kinks. In a grand number of ways. Right there. Where's the Satisfactory probably latest version? Oh, okay, so you're not playing experimental. Okay, hey Ingrid, real quick intrigue. Is your game stuttering by any chance whatsoever? Like, if you see, like, you can see, like, as I'm moving my camera rapidly, you can tell that there are little mini stutters. Your game isn't, like, doing that little mini stutter, is it? Like, at all, I imagine? Gonna do... Okay, well, hang on. This one right there. 1, 2... Yeah, it's 1, 2, right? Actually, yeah. 1, 2. Should be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, okay. Nope. Okay, then maybe it is stable. Maybe it's only experimental that's doing this. I'm hoping it's only experimental, but I'm kind of worried it's more than that. I don't know why I did it like that. I'm being dumb. I'm being very dumb, chat. The whole point is up top here it's gonna look clean. Down below is when it's gonna look a little messy. Yep. Okay. And then this has the Mark II. There's a Mark II. This is a Mark II. That is also Mark II. These are Mark IIIs. As to which, down below here, this one is just a Mark III. This one is just a Mark III. And these guys are Mark IIs. Okay. Switch these ones, they can fit perfectly in dead center. I played New Vegas. I wasn't the biggest fan. I will say I am very much in the minority where I thought Fallout 3 was better than Fallout New Vegas. I don't know what it is that I didn't like about New Vegas, but I know for a fact that everybody tries to not tries, but everybody unanimously agrees that New Vegas is the peak. Also, that's off by 1. Why is that off by 1? Why is that off by 1? Which one did I fuck up? As far as I understand, New Vegas is just good on its own. The DLCs just help. But as far as I know, New Vegas is one of the few games that does actually stand out completely on its own. There you go. Like, in a weird way, maybe that's what's making it blind. I know that Fallout 3 is a good game, but its DLCs are amazing. Far Harbor, I know for a fact that people talk about, it's absolutely, the peak of Fallout 3 and stuff like that. But as far as I understand, people would very much, actively defend, Fallout New Vegas completely on its own without DLCs, and they would always recommend the DLCs on top of that, too. And it's Far Harbor 4? Which one's the fucking third one or the one from Fallout 3 that everybody, literally sucks the dick of as much as I wish I had an actual dick to suck on? Oops, bitch. Actually, I don't know I did that. What tier am I on? I'm on tier 2. Well, blueprints. I'm on tier 2 with all of the relevant milestones done. I'm on... Well, actually, technically, sorry. I'm on stage 2, tier 4? Yeah, tier 4. Yeah. I'm on stage 2 of the elevator, tier 4. Broken Steel! That one! Instantly, the moment I look at it, yes, it's Broken Steel. Broken Steel is the one that I was thinking of. Okay, so in this case... I guess we'll start with here. So we'll run off the corner. Yes, we'll run off of the corner. And what I want to do is... 1 conveyor hold, 2 conveyor hold, 3 conveyor hold, 4. Okay. And all 3 of these are Mark 3 intakes. Okay. I will swallow Agent's fluids. Thank you for the hydrate, Agent. Another load down my throat for me to enjoy. Put all the Mark 3s down here. Oops. And then Mark 3. Everything else. Will that be long enough? It will. Yeah. And keep going. Oh, I had a mini idea for that, Ingrid, unironically. It would have to be a time when I am more willing to invest more time into Satisfactory. The problem is that Satisfactory 1.2 is about to come up, so we're about to get more content. I'm gonna really want to play that on my own. Well, I had a loose idea, and damn, technically you can join into this. You can join in on this too, but it will kind of have to be we have to be consistent with our times and everything like that. Was that I had an idea that for a multiplayer game, what could be done is that you know how there's 4 starting areas and there are 4 fucking players at absolute maximum in the game. Everyone, we like randomize to see who goes first, and everyone randomizes on which one each of us start in, and each of us go to our designated zone, and then we all just have to progress as we can within our area. We can branch out if we want to. We can branch out after. My thought is tier 4, or you can only branch out either you use vehicles or trains. I don't know exactly. You know what I think it is? I know what I think. You're allowed to branch out once you finish phase 2 of the elevator. Once you finish phase 2 of the elevator, you're allowed to branch out. And then, on top of that, then if, depending on how long the series goes for, everyone is going to have to color their machines because you can start encroaching on other people's areas and taking their resource nodes. In essence of like, you know how like I have these 2 coal nodes over here? Let's just say for whatever reason, like I took forever to claim that. In that case, if for whatever reason you specifically, like you make it to tier 2, you make it past stage 2, and you want to fuck me over that badly, you can come over and claim those 2 coal nodes before I do. And now I can't say shit about it. The only one that's going to have to be a slight exception is bauxite, because bauxite is mostly only found in the Red Forest, and I believe, if I remember correctly, there's only 9 nodes of that. So at bare minimum, everyone's gonna get 2, and then one person, whoever gets there fastest, can claim the 3rd for themselves. Bit of a competitive Satisfactory is how I thought of it. It was an idea that struck me literally in the middle of work today, where I was just like, you know what? There is a way to make Satisfactory, quote unquote, competitive if we want to. The biggest problem, though, obviously, is having to keep everybody in line in terms of game time. Because obviously then in that case, it starts to become a question of the person who has the most access to the save file is going to, like, be able to progress the fastest, you know? Well, that's the beauty, Ingrid, is that you have to make the choice. Well, first off, you have to luck out on your area. Because obviously, if I get the Northern Forest, like, or sorry, if I get the, if I get the Northern Forest like this, obviously I know the Northern Forest like the back of my fucking hand. Like, I'm going to absolutely, like, progress like crazy in Northern Forest. But if I get somewhere like the Dune Desert, like, I'm gonna get so fucked. I'm gonna get so fucked over. I have almost never played in the Dune Desert. I would do terribly in Dune Desert. It was just a thought that I had, just randomly being like, if I ever do, like, get big enough to do, like, a multiplayer playthrough of Satisfactory and or, like, get a group that could do this consistently, oh, that'd be another caveat, Ingrid, is we have to do no blueprints. No blueprints. You can make blueprints in the save, but you have to start with no blueprints. Because obviously, as you can see with mine, like, if I didn't have blueprints, how fucking long would it take for me to actually set this up properly? For fucking ever. Okay, so that's... Okay, yeah, that is now started, ready to go. All the DLC's $26 for Fallout 3 or New Vegas? Fucking hell. Playing old games years later definitely has its merits. Okay. Alright, as long as I can make one solid line here, I'll be fine. Alright, cool. Alright, so these, I know for a fact that I can, that is dead center, which means that this is dead center. Oops. Like, it was just an idea that I had kicking around in my mind during work today, being like, oh, there actually is a way to make multiplayer satisfactory, like, interesting. And there would technically be an end goal, and I don't know if, like, we should say, like, the end goal would be phase 4, because phase 5 is like, phase 5 is like a slog. Let's not get around. Phase 5 would take 4 fucking ever if we try to say, let's go all the way to phase 5. I think phase 4 is a good place to be like, ending off with nuclear would be the way to go, if that makes any sense. But I think the other problem would be is that by the time we get to phase 4, let's not get around here once again. By the time we get to phase 4, or phase 3, technically speaking, the game becomes a grindy slog. The game truly becomes a grindy slog. So at that point, okay, I think, you know what I think? Because the problem is, like I just said, by the time you get to phase 3, like once you get phase 2 done, how I said, at that point you can start stretching out to fuck each other over. I am wondering... Well, actually, isn't there a way to set up persistent servers? Right? Well, the problem is once again, playtime. Obviously, it's one thing if, like, it's a full-time job. Like, let's say, like, if we were achievement hunter, in essence, obviously that wouldn't be a bad idea. It wouldn't be a bad idea to be like, okay, well, we only have designated playtimes where we could do this. But let's not get around. Once you get past tier 4 into phase 2, that work that you're doing to get past phase 3 is That is a grind. That is dedication at that point. So I was wondering if it was at all possible to ooh. I don't know why I'm thinking about rules for a thing that would never, like, happen, like, at all. But now I'm thinking, once everybody got past phase 2, then everyone can start working on their own world. However, people can only claim one resource node at a time. And here's why. It'll probably have to be kept as, like, some kind of spreadsheet. But let's just say, once again, like, let's just say, for example, this limestone right here. This limestone right here, for some reason, I didn't claim it. Once we go into our own dedicated worlds, I claim it. I have to keep track of that. That is the first node that I claimed in offline. Then, if somebody else comes over and they try to take this, they have to say, well, okay, yeah, no, that's where it becomes an issue. I think it would have to be, everybody would have to take one node at a time. And once all of the people have taken a node, then you have to reveal which node did you take. And who, if for whatever reason, 2 people took the exact same node, whoever edited first, gets to claim that node, and the other person has to claim a different node. If that makes any sense. And like I say, I'm thinking about this idea. I'm making a whole, like, quote-unquote competitive multiplayer sort of idea. Okay, hang on. Let me get MS Paint out. It's been so long since I MS Painted. Hang on. Where's MS Paint? Hang on. Let me get MS Paint out to explain this a little better. Because this is my thought process right now. How do I... Oh, ew, why does it look like that? Ew, gross. Ew. Why does it look like that? Gross. Right there? Hey, does that show up? MS Paint? Is it... Oh, why is it going black for you guys? Ew, what the fuck? Why does it look like that? Oh, that's not how it's supposed to look. What the fuck? Actual question and actual confusion. Why does it look like that? What the fuck? Agent, you're the one who mentioned color. I didn't mention anything about color. I said this is how it looks. It looks as ugly as I do. God damn it. Okay, but actually, why is it looking like that? Like, actually, though. Why is it not letting me, like, capture it? Uh-oh. Like, genuinely, why is it not letting me capture it? I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna try something really stupid here. Hang on, chat. I'm gonna try something really stupid here. Okay. Let me take a screenshot. Well, not screenshot, but, like, let me snipping tools. The white box. Okay. Cool. Now, if I capture this, will it show up on the screen? No, not that. Oh, is it actually not going to show up? Like, at all? Hang on. Why is it not? Oh, God. Again, I'm trying all this for an example that isn't going to matter anyways. Like, at all. Nope. I don't know why it's capturing in black. Oh, that's so fucking weird. I don't understand. I really don't understand. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Yeah, I don't know why it won't let me, like, actually show an example, but I guess. But, long story short, like, the conceptual idea, like I said, would be that the moment that everybody gets past phase 2, so now the grind starts, everyone can only claim one node at a time. And they have to, like, basically announce it, being like, I claimed a node at 2:30. I claimed one at 2:35, 2:40, 2:45. Okay? Once everybody has claimed a singular node, you reveal, and if, for whatever reason, there's any duplicates, whoever claimed first gets the rights over that duplicate spot. And that person who loses out on the spot, they get to pick any one free node because they lost their spot, essentially speaking. So they at least guaranteed are like, okay, those ones are like taken, so I can pick any of the other ones if I want to, if that makes any sense. Like, I am thinking way too hard on like a conceptual competitive version of Satisfactory that I'll never be able to do, but like, I just like the idea, okay? In oil can set with 3 or 2 notes, and box you can do with 2 sulfur one note. Well, to be fair, that's kind of why, like, Ingrid, it would come down to like what you want to do at the end of the day. But at the same time, it has to have an end goal. It has to have an end goal, and that end goal, at least in my mind, would be first one to finish phase 3. Because phase 3 is nuclear at that point. Which I think that's going to be the race. I think it's going to be the race of who's going to claim the first nuclear node. Because the moment someone claims the nuclear node is the moment that everybody else is going to go like, oh shit, somebody is starting nuclear. Oh no. Especially because there's only so many nuclear nodes in the entire game. So like, the moment someone claims a singular nuclear node, everyone's gonna be like, oh shit, now there's less pickings. We have to pick up the pace. You know? That's the idea that I have in my mind in the essence of like, you're gonna have to like figure out as people are taking nodes off of the map. Like I said, it's a dumb idea. I understand that it's a really dumb idea to make Satisfactory competitive, but I just can't help but think of the idea that, like, it'd be really cool to make, like, competitive Satisfactory as multiplayer. There are this... Oh, I mean... Yeah, no? Yes, but no? I mean, I think almost all of the nitrogen nodes are, like, mostly pure. But yes, they are scattered. They are also scattered up to all hell. So, like, once again, if you want to go for nitrogen ASAP, you should go capture nitrogen ASAP. But at the same time, you have to also go in there knowing that if you go for nitrogen ASAP, you either are going to hold on to that. Like, that's going to be your node pick. If you're not ready for nitrogen, but you're like, I really want this nitrogen node, you can go claim that nitrogen node, but you're not ready to use it yet, you know? That's why I'm like, oh my god, like, it feels so weird to think that, like, to make Satisfactory competitive in a very, very, very weird way. Can y'all tell I'm a very competitive bitch, by the way? Is that obvious at all right now? That I'm a very competitive whore? And then this goes into scraps. Okay. Did we talk about gas nodes blew your mind? What about the gas nodes? I'm actually kind of curious as to what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Switch them. Right here. And that is maximum production on screws. So now with this, I am technically losing out on 30 iron ores worth of efficiency, but I'm not entirely that concerned with that, because at the end of the day, I would be making complete and utter use of every single iron node I have available here at maximum capacity. Gas tech make Lumio engineer like for beginners? I'm still very confused. Still very confused. To be honest, I don't really fuck around with gas nodes, honestly. Oh wait, 240 goes into 160, right? Plates? Yeah, 160, so I still go Mark 3. Like, as much as I know geothermal and nitrogen, obviously, like, eventually you have to do that for, fused stuff. You can also go with, what's the... Nitric acid, there's also that, too. You can go for that, for mixing with water and sulfur. I know, like, the options are there if you want to go for, like, gas layouts, but I just don't ever really do it myself, honestly. Also, did I really say nitric acid was gas? I'm fucking stupid, chat. I know I'm dumb. Literally from the fucking name, it's an acid. Duh. Oh, I put away my iron rod, you dumb whore. Competitive bid and satisfaction is fun, not gonna lie, but you lose anyways, having fun is what you want. Well, to be fair, again, to be fair, Ingrid, the race would just be to finish phase 3. It wouldn't be about like producing the most or anything like that. It would literally be the race to tier 3. So if you are very efficient with your stuff, I mean, look at my things, like right now, literally. If you're super efficient with your things, you could very easily be able to do that. Oh, I didn't connect for power, you dumb slut. There we go. Beautiful. Now, literally, all I have to do is connect everything, that's it. The only reason I'm deleting these is just for if and when I go to start this up. Also, I just realized these are also off by 1 spot, so actually, I'm gonna redo that. Because I cannot stand the lack of symmetry. Did I go the wrong way? I think I did. There you go. It's not a bit, Nam! It's a fucking plan! Shut up! That is very true, Nam, actually. You know, I didn't even think about that. That actually is true. I think the best way that can be done at that point, then, is everyone has to build their space elevator, which I believe you can build multiple space elevators. I don't think there's a restriction on space elevators. I'm pretty sure you can build multiple space elevators. And even though it'll all be restricted to server-wide, kind of obviously, everyone has to like actually storage their stuff and be able to prove that they have the requisite materials. And whoever's the first person to do it, obviously all they do is they announce, "Hey, I got it. Like, I have the materials. I'm gonna load it in." Only one? Well, either way, yeah. Either way, then my position still works in that case instance, is that essentially, like, what would end up happening, because let's not even kid around here. You'll be looking up a wiki. You'll look up a wiki and just have a list. Actually, Even better. Hey, even better. Ironically, I have one thing for this. I'm not even joking. I have a thing for this. Oh, it's only for phase 3. Never mind. It's only for phase 3. But, like, I do legitimately have a wall that shows the stuff that you need for phase 3. We could just make one of those and just share it around. Just be like, this is what you need for phase 1. This is what you need for phase 2. This is what you need for phase 3. And you literally just have to bank it. Like, literally just have it sitting in a container and be able to say, I did it. And then obviously everybody else just has to be like, oh, well, fuck, they did it. And then they have to build a space elevator. Or more likely, they get to build a space elevator in that case instance. And they get to sink it. Because obviously who sinks it doesn't actually matter. It's just a race. It's just a matter of getting to that point. And then also, from that point, no touch containers. Those items have been used. Oh, you can sink them, man. You can sink space parts. Yeah. Literally. That's what I'm saying. Sink them. Yeah. Literally. Just once you hit that, you say, I hit. So, like, obviously, first person to hit 50 smart plating, they build a space elevator, they unlock, or they finish phase 1. Okay? Now, everybody else just has to get 50 smart plating. And once they hit 50 smart plating, they say, I have 50 smart plating, and they can post a screenshot to say, hey, here it is, I did 50 smart plating. I can now move on to tier 3 and tier 4 stuff, etc., etc. And the thing is there, because obviously, like you said, these tier unlocks are also global. I think... Oh. That actually is super simple. That's even simpler. Why am I making this so complicated? Unironically, we start the game with phase 6 unlocked. There's literally... It's not open right now. Actually, what am I even talking about? Hang on. Load 4. Literally, all we would have to do, not even joking, all we would have to do in that case scenario is, new game, doesn't matter. Advanced game settings, yeah. Progression, right here. Tier 6. Tier 6 right there. Done. Everyone starts on tier 6, but obviously we have to build up to those things. We don't just directly have access to steel. We don't just have direct access to rubber or anything like that. But the actual goal is that you have to build up through the things. So, like, until you get those 50 smart platings, you can't do steel. Until you get the next step, you can't use nuclear, etc., you know? Like I said, it would have to be... There's a lot of setup. Backends, that's fine. Uh-oh. They have to be backend say connection. Check your connection? What? Uh-oh. Why am I offline? Also... What the fuck happened? Okay, confusion. Immense confusion. Okay. Yeah, multiplayer to be on experimental too. Oh, at that point we would be off experimental. We'll do stable at that point. Or at that point, you'd have to ask the question of like, what mode, or like, what build are we playing on? Because to be fair, experimental only has differences whenever they're about to release an update, you know? Like, obviously, right now, obviously, like I said, this stuttering is on experimental only, but that's because experimental currently has, optimization stuff that Stable doesn't have, which obviously you can tell. Well, yes, for the most part, my game is running smoother. It also is clearly having this little stutter, which is fucking annoying as shit. So that's kind of a downside. I'm on experimental, Ingrid. So I'm like 99% sure that yes, if you wanted to join me, you would have to be on experimental. Which obviously right now I'm not even on single player mode anymore because, or I'm not on multiplayer mode anymore because for some reason the game decided it wanted to kick me off of the internet. Even though that is the correct answer, I should be disconnected from the internet or else I would accomplish many great and horrific things. Alright. But for now, let me dump all this in. Oh, aggregate bacon? I don't remember it ever looking really all that different, honestly. All I can tell you is that, yeah, 1.0 changed a couple of things, and whenever it changed it for the better. Like, Mercer Spheres look fucking cool now. Also, Mercer Spheres in general are just awesome. Dimensional Depots as a whole are fucking great. It looks like things are still crafting in here. I don't know what, but it is. Don't need it, though. Welcome back, Reaper. Wait, as you can see, Ingrid, me having blueprints, obviously it saves a stupid amount of time. Like, unrealistically, a crazy amount of time. The access and ability that I have, just being able to use all my blueprints, is insanity. Just for shits and giggles, because I know it'll be able to pick that up. Okay, so now, screws are still going, because, God, screws are the bane of everyone's universe. Actually, what am I talking about? Just fucking get rid of it. Just end it. There you go. Beautiful. I really hate that I actually came up with, like, a fucking idea to make fucking Satisfactory competitive, and there's no way for me to ever play it out because I have no friends and no one... Oh, it also doesn't help that, once again, like, the conceptual idea means that we'd all have to participate on a very specific time clock schedule, realistically. Bitch, you know it's true. Okay. That's the thing, Ingrid. That's the thing. Is that like you'd have to hope for the randomness, you know? You'd have to hope for like that A, you go first, and B, that the rando gives you the good starting area. Like I said, if I get this area, if I get fucking Northern Forest, I am golden. I am so solidified and I'm so set. Like, I am perfectly fine with getting this area in Northern Forest. Although, technically speaking, I would have to look up a quick map to see if that actually counts as Northern Forest. I don't believe so. I'm pretty sure that counts as the Desert Plains. I think that's what that place is called. So technically speaking, I would have to not be allowed to use that coal. I would actually... Oh, actually, that's true. Yeah, if that actually is the case, and that quantifies as a different biome, because it's literally across the water. It's not in the water. Like, if the quartz and the coal were still there, I would 100% grab this area first. But since it's across the water, I think that is classified as a different area, actually. Oh, shit. So, yeah, I wouldn't be able to use that coal. I would have to use the coal that's all the fucking way over there, which actually would automatically force me to move a bunch of my builds, actually. Yeah. Well, no, not necessarily. I could just make coal dedicated over there, but steel would become a problem. No, yeah, steel would become a big problem. Ooh, yeah, steel would become a huge problem. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, that'd become a fucking issue. But yeah, like I said, I just, oh my god, just the thought of being able to do competitive Satisfactory now just fills my mind. It'd be so stupid, but it'd be so interesting at the same time, you know? Ew, get that greenery out of here. Alright. Start getting rid of this goddamn power poles, because they're everywhere. Steel energy be your biggest hurdle? Yep. Yes, it will be. Technically speaking, my biggest hurdle, if I start here in the Northern Forest, is nuclear. There is nowhere nearby to get nuclear. I think that's the reason why I really like that idea that we are confined to our areas until until we get to tier 4. Because I feel like every area up until tier 4, you have access to everything. Realistically speaking, you actually do have access to everything. Like, you can unlock steel in your area. However, the moment that we get to aluminum is where we have to start moving away. The moment you start getting to nitric acid, you have to start moving away. The moment we get to nitrogen, you have to start leaving.
My friends on Blue Sky made a bet that I could na Euro TMT talk to the prettiest girl on Twitch. Wanna use T?
What? Want to use their money to buy some gift subs? Okay, well, first off, blatantly not true. Blatantly not true. As if I could ever amount to even, like, the millionth and a half girl on Twitch. Like, second off, I'm an AI, so I do not classify as a woman. I classify as a digital product. And the bet was to speak to a woman, not a fleshlight. I mean, what? Alright. I am going to start building out, though, so I can start making coverage. I don't need the awesome shop right now. I don't need the ma'am. I don't need the equipment shop. Well, actually, I do need the equipment shop, but I'll set that up here real quick. Because I do need 4 Mark II miners. I need 4 of these. 1, 2, 4, 3. 1, 4. Okay, cool. Okay. Alright, I need, in case industrial beams, I can get the pipage. Also, why did I find a buffer frames? Oh, for the buffers, but I didn't actually make the buffers because, I fucked up the layouts and I just said, fuck it. Alright, so let me just lay these down for the current moment, just to have them. Also, Ingrid, did you at least unlock your Blade Runners already? As long as you find quartz, just get yourself 4 stacks of quartz, and that's enough to get Blade Runners, basically. Yeah, the desert is all resource heavy. Like, legitimately, the desert would be the best place for someone who knows how to make use of all the resources efficiently. Like, legitimately, like, it'd be absolutely incredible to start in the desert. Like I said, also Northern Forest is also a good place to start. I think the hardest place to start with would definitely be the grassy plains. Because as much as it has open space for days, it doesn't have as much, it doesn't have as much material as the other places. And all the material is, like, super spread out at that, too. So it'd be really annoying to get access to all of them. Does that still work? It does, yay. Oh, but then it's that, okay. So let's go ahead and just put one there. That is not straight. I am the dumbest of bimbos. Now it's straight. Now it's straight. Alright, real quick. Oh, actually, what am I talking about? They literally said that I actually, no, yes, I do need to do that for a brief moment. Briefest moment, I need to kill this for a little bit. You rely on bioengineers very early. Remember building 20 bioengineers? Christ. I don't remember how I did. I know I did the desert for a little while, and I think I also have to rely on biofuel as well for a good little bit, but I don't remember lasting that long, honestly. I remember lasting a decent chunk, but not terribly long either. Actually, if I just... Do you turn right back on or no? Ah, no, but it doesn't. Oh, it does. It does. It does turn right back on. Okay, so I'm glad I did that. Okay. So get rid of that. Get rid of all that. That way I can start cleaning this out a little bit. Okay. And get off the belt. Okay. Which then I go with the smart splitter over here. Oh, I need it further. My bad. I will actually do overflow that way and any forward, and there'll be a slight reason as to why. Actually, in that case, there we go. Now I power you on. Okay, cool. So that's now gonna back up, all things considered. But that's fine for now. I just need more steel production to keep going. That's kind of my biggest worry right now. Okay, let me move the damn hub real quick. Oh, I can't pick all this up. Let's go. Okay. And then I put another miner mark 2. Right there. Beautiful. Awesome. Let me cover this entire area with concrete. I need more concrete. Almost fucked that up. That could have been very, 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 very bad. And then let me just expand this outward real quick. And that way, I can put my hub down. Right there. Yeah, it's how you align it to the actual grid, Ingrid. So the thing is actually this would be a good example. The miner will register itself. Oh shit, I'm full on inventory. God damn it. Okay, let me dump this out real quick. Nope, I need that. That's alien. Raw quartz I'll keep in my pocket just for the case being. Actually, no, put the raw quartz away. There you go. Okay. Obviously, normally when you place a miner, it'll just do like the normal placement thing that you're doing, like that. Like it'll just like kind of like random rotation. But as you can tell, if you start putting the head of it onto the actual platform, it'll actually like lift up a little bit. Now the thing is here is that technically it does have a limit. So like Let me see if I can make it happen here. Okay, so that actually is going to be a really good example. So, obviously now, it's not going to register because there is technically an auto lock limit there. However, if you actually go beneath the platform and you aim at it, it'll actually still lock on. And you can actually literally tell the hologram is actually not connected, but it will actually still pull inventory. However, as you'll kind of notice, it's a little too high. It starts clipping to the ground, which obviously looks disgusting like I do. So you do still need to kind of keep it at a somewhat acceptable height. But it does allow you to do this, where like you can actually put it above a little bit, so now it looks nice and clean, all things considered. Technically, it is hovering ever so slightly, but at the same time, when you look at that from a distance, you're not going to look at that and be like, ew. That was my face, Ingrid. Listen, I know I'm ugly as sin, but goddamn, you don't have to say it that overtly. Jesus. Okay, but, I can now get rid of this. Let me actually have this make the last of its solid biofuel. Yeah, that's one of the few things. That's one of the moments of like like a, oh, you can actually do that kind of thing? There you go. Do one stack. There we go. Awesome. Alright, so now, as you can already tell, things are already looking way cleaner. In a single sitting, I have gone from all of that messy fucking chaos to just that and just this. Which even then saying just this is still fucking insane, all things considered. And of course, I've also got way more coal power on top of that, so yeah, I've got a lot now. I've got a lot now. Also, that means that now there's nothing obstructing me from the ramp on the side, so I can get rid of this now, too. Oh, never mind. The obstruction is still here. Never mind. Let me make a 1 meter ramp. Is going to take way too long, right? Oops. Yeah, way too fucking long. Way too long. A 2 meter ramp, though. Ramp works, technically. It won't for a while. It won't once I start putting walls up, but technically this works. That's fine. Okay. Made a conveyor full of radioactive waste? Oh my god. That's why I don't actually touch nuclear for a very long time, honestly. Is, I don't like handling nuclear waste. And I don't mean because it hurts me, because I am an AI, so it doesn't matter to me. It's such like a pain in the ass to manage, you know? Alright. Let's start disconnecting power poles. Okay. So like I said, I really want to clean up this area as much as I can. Okay. So from here, I can now pull this all the way out to here. And then I can, that's a Mark II now, right? Yes. Beautiful. Drag you out. And then from you, I can drag out to here and power you three. You don't need to right now. I will for now. I'll get to working those in a moment here. And I can have this power. Right there. And Caterium is now powered back on. You know that once your waste management is set up first and you rely your life on diluted fuel recipe for a long time? I honestly, I don't rely on nuclear for power, even though nuclear power is ridiculously, like, super fucking strong. The reason why I went to nuclear power is strictly just due to the fact that, that you need, nuclear for the, plutonium rods and stuff like that. Which actually, I guess, technically speaking, if you actually go straight into plutonium rods, you don't have to do nuclear waste, but, I mean, if you're gonna go nuclear, you might as well fucking go with the power, you know? Okay, so now the only thing here to handle is the fact that all of these foundations are now wrong. Which also means that all of these are going to be wrong as well. But the thing is here is that I'm going to eventually rebuild this anyways. Not even joking. Okay, so now I ramp 1. Okay. Then I have to ramp up from there. Ramp up from there. Oh my god, I actually think it's perfect. Oh my god, did I actually land it perfectly? Oh my god, no way. Did I just luck the fuck out on my own layout? Oh, please tell me I did. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's down by 1. Chat! I think I just looked the fuck out. Oh my god. See, this is why you start building with blueprints, alright? This is why you start with it. Oh my fucking god. That is so fucking sexy, chat. Oh! Look at how beautiful that looks. Absolute perfection. Just true perfection right there. Alright, really quickly, I have to connect you to power. I forgot to actually connect you to power, which I'll just do right there and right there. Beautiful. Not to worry, I have more concrete. I have backup concrete. This is why blueprints are the fucking best. Right, backup concrete, let's go. And now just look how fucking even the playing field is now. Oh, the amount of space that I now have to work with. Absolutely fucking glorious. That will not connect, unfortunately, so I'll just put one right here. And connect it there. And there you go. Copper's back in business, chat. Switch then. I'll go right here. And realistically, that's actually all I need, because I don't need to go traveling over here if I really don't want to. Oh my god. That, genuinely, that worked out so much better than I could have ever, like, thought that's how that was going to work. Oh, glorious. I cannot believe that. That's so fucking cool. Hell yeah. I don't need that. That's fine. There we go. Yeah, like I said, in 3 hours, the power of blueprints. The absolute power of blueprints. Amazing. Fucking amazing. Okay, really quickly. Plant that there. Let me actually go plant this concrete back over here, because I'm going to always use it from here. This is just to save on a little bit of space. Let's toss all that in real quick. And that way, I grab this. Slap that down. Alright, these. Put this right there. Okay, and now I can go even further beyond by making an even better solid biofuel layout. I believe I am more than capable of making this. I'm pretty damn sure. Oh, it just requires some encased industrial beams, but that's fine. That is fine. That is more than okay. Alright, so I need a single AI limiter. I go grab a couple of rotors. But this is also what I mean by, like, if you have blueprints, you can technically unlock things early if you if you just have access to the blueprint itself. Because technically what this is going to do is it's going to lay down some Mark IV belting. No, I'm not joking. It's going to lay down some Mark IV belting. But I obviously don't have access to Mark IV belting yet. And yet, if I place on this blueprint, because I have the materials to make Mark IV belting, I can. By the way, I will always stand my ground on that. I find it a little bit dumb that we have access to Mark IV belting material right now, but we don't have access to Mark IV belting itself right now. I still find that kind of dumb. The only reason why I set this up first is because I'm going to forget about it. I know for a fact I am. But also, Ingrid, you're now seeing, like, this is why I have over 800 fucking blueprints. Or 900 blueprints, technically. I'm only going to say 800 because, again, I know my manifold technically inflates that number a lot. But this is the reason why I have never finished the game, because I'm always just coming up with more and more blueprints to make the early game that much more efficient. Case in point will be this bastard. This chunky bastard. Are you in the stone right now? You are. So let me pull you further out. Actually, if I do like that, that's right there. That would be in the stone, but is the top bit also in the stone? Like the top constructors? Technically, yes. Fine, I'll move it over one more. There you go. Bop. Bada-boom! This is now an exceptionally efficient biomass creator, where it's going to have leftover biomass will be dropped off here, while solid biomass, oh sorry, no, other way around. It's going to be solid biomass gets dropped off here, or solid biofuel, sorry, and then normal ass biomass gets exposed here. Alright, put that one in. And I have no wood whatsoever to speak of, which is true. I've gone 7 years without it. More, actually. Oh my god. Yeah, I still can't believe that. It's the thought. So now, if I wanted to, I can head on out and just gather like no tomorrow. And this will perfectly efficiently make a crap ton of solid biofuel. I might do that to end the stream. I might just run around and just grab as much biomass as I can just to basically show off this is good. You're a fucking liar, Reaper. That's how I know I can never trust you. Besides the fact you have a anatomically correct Gardevoir plushie in your closet. Alright. I forgot that. Go outward. Beautiful. And that should... Yep. There we go. We have iron being spat in there. That should be to iron plates, which, yes, I will be using a lot of iron plates, all things considered. But for what it's worth, at the very least, yeah, like right there, like it gets clogged up, it'll eventually just work out on its own. do that kind of thing. I'd rather do what I'm doing right now, which is getting every single layered armor. Yes, and that means both beta and alpha. Which yes, I am that much of a fucking crazed whore that I'm going with beta and alpha armors right now. Which, to be fair, I honestly had already, like, a vast majority of the materials needed. Crazily enough, like, I believe it or not, I didn't actually need to hunt down that much more. The only thing I'm missing right now is, Guardian of Shaguma, and that's because that fucker is, he's, like, one of my least hunted monsters. And then, what was the other one? It was... Oh! It was Yon Cuckoo! And no, I'm not kidding! Because, well, yes, I don't hunt Yon Cuckoo all that much, all things considered. But no! I have hunted Yon Cuckoo more than enough to craft every bit of his armor pieces. Except, despite having, I am not joking, hundreds of his scales, of his wings, of even his tail. I think I have like 84 of his tails. You want to know what is the one part that for some reason I don't have any of? And it's his fucking beak. No, I am not fucking joking. I went to craft all of the armors, and I saw that I only had like 4 of his beaks, despite hunting him like 60 times at this point, I think. Like, I'll have to look at my hunting journal to see how many times I've hunted Yon Cuckoo. But in all the times I've hunted a Yon Cuckoo, to only have 4 of his beaks in total was genuine madness. Like, truly fucking insane to see that. Let's see how many parts I have, and you have 22% drop. Yeah, like, moments like that, it's kind of like, wow, I hunt this monster a lot. Like, a lot, all things considered. But, like, there are so many moments where I go like, oh, hey, how often is the drop rate for this thing? It's like, not much. Like, so why don't I have more? Like, why the fuck am I still, like, stuck scraping by? Like, what the fuck? And there we go. 200 scales, no Zeonium crystal. Oh my god, yeah, Ingrid. That's the kind of shit that fucking hurts. That's the kind of shit that just truly hurts, where it's just like, I have hundreds of your other pieces. Just give me the one that I'm looking for. Like, the idea that I have to now go hunt fucking Yon Cuckoo more than ever before is truly painful to me. Oh my god, but chat! Check it the fuck out! I am efficient! Like, unbelievably efficient now. All of that is my iron efficiency, though. Obviously, I can set it up to do more things. I can set it up to do my, like, modular frames. I can do more Caterium. I can do modular frames. I can do encased industrial beams. Actually, I might actually do encased industrial beams here real quick. Because right now I'm making 30... Yeah, making 30 steel beams. And I can work that with 60 concrete, which I believe is a little under... Yeah, that's a little under what I'm making right now over here, I believe. You hate trying to, like, break the right arm and left one while yelling animation? Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, Reaper. A part of me, like, understands why some of the conditions are like that. Like, with the wings, it's kind of like, okay, if you break the wing, you're guaranteed to get a wing. Like, you know, I kind of understand that. But another part of me is kind of like, okay, but, like, with Gormagala, where it's like, hey, you have to break the horns to get the feeler is like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I told you, Reaper, I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere at once. I've infected your entire existence. You just don't realize it yet. Yeah, 240 to 80. So yeah, I could just do one. I could do one. Yeah, let's go. Okay, let me really quickly just go ahead and cut that off. Cut this off real quick. I'll need a smart split on. AR limitar. Okay. I already have one for over there for the concrete. I know that for a fact. That's how I set it up. Because I was expected to do literally this. Actually, in this case, I'm actually go the other way around then. Let me go with, this is any, and then this is overflow now, because the piping is almost done. Like, it's almost filled up. I would make this an industrial, but we don't need that much piping, realistically speaking. Until I set up stators, which even then I won't set up stators for a little while, that's not necessary. Even then, actually, I think my limit actually is wire, I think. Actually, let's just mark one. And then go with overflow on the right, but I'm going to start filling up the container right now. Yeah. And then I'm going to lay down my encased industrial beams. And for the sake of cleanliness, we're just going to put it right there. Here's what I'll do here for the sake of cleanliness. Oops. 1, 2. Oops. Yeah, look at that chibi lift. Chibi lift! Love it. Multiplayer example you made for multiplayer world. Can I still play it even if you're offline? Okay, so Ingrid, as far as I understand, there is technically, yes, a way to do that. I just don't know what it is. I just don't know how it works, honestly. Like, I know there is a way to do it. Oh, shit. Actually, that might actually work out. Oh, fuck. 1, 2. Oh, it went off. But obviously, since I never multiplayered, I've never looked into persistent servers. But I know that there is technically a way to do it. But that's why, Ingrid, I said that, technically speaking, this only works. Or the idea only works, when everyone is online to make it happen. Because even then, in that case, like, it starts to become an argument of playtime, you know? Like, not everybody has the availability to play the game for 12 hours at a time. People have work, people have jobs. So it starts to, like, become an issue of, whether or not, like, there has to be, like, a way to, like, time constraint or something like that. I can't say what, titties? I say it all the time. Why do you think no one watches me? Yeah. Alright, Reaper, you're not Adolf Linkler, okay? You're not from Rick and Morty. So now when the beams start getting filled up, it will start making a case industrial beams. Wonderful. It's hard to multiply people because you live on the upside world. Yeah, that's kind of why Ingrid, like, I'm trying to think, because that is the biggest issue. That is the biggest struggle when it comes down to this whole, like, idea of multiplayer satisfactory. Is legitimately, it is time, schedule, and, availability, essentially speaking. That is what it's going to come down to at the end of the day for this idea to ever, A, work, and B, function in the first place. Is scheduling is going to become an issue. Because, like, again, not everybody has the same amount of time available, and it's kind of hard to, like, say, like, you can only play 1 hour at a time, you know? Like, that's kind of, like, the big problem. Because then at that point, it's also like, okay, well, if I can only play 1 hour at a time, when my hour is over, now you have to wait until other people play an entire hour before you can play another hour, you know? Like, that's going to be the difficulty. So, actually, maybe instead of... Yeah, because, okay, so here's the thing. It's kind of why, like I said, that, in the multiplayer, you have to stay in your zone until tier 4. And here's why. Because then it makes it super easy that, like, in my case, like, I'm here at... What am I at? I'm at 12 hours. I am at the end of tier 4. I haven't started the space elevator for phase 2 yet, but I'm at the end of here in 12 hours. So theoretically, if I really get my ass, like, working for it, I could get phase 2 done in 15-ish hours, okay? So theoretically, let's say that. Or 20 hours. Let's actually make it even more positive and say 20 hours. So technically, at that point, let's just say I was the first person to finish finish phase 2. At that point, it would start coming to an argument of save file times. Yeah, the argument would start coming to save file times. Yeah, that, like I said, there's so many, like, little tiny things here, little tiny details that would have to be hashed out and worked on to make this stuff work. Like, if we could make it work, it'd be absolutely awesome. It'd be fucking great. But there's so many, like, little details that would have to be hashed out for competitive multiplayer satisfaction to be a thing. It'd be interestingly annoying. Thank you for the hydrated Reaper. Alright, but literally with that, I am now in absolute production of this one little area to what I'm currently capable of doing. Technically, I could make this even more, like, concentratedly efficient. I'm not going to do that yet because I usually save that for Mark IV belting because that's when... Mark IV belting and Mark III miners because that's usually when, like, excessive, production starts to take place. But I now have 1,800 power, and even at the absolute worst, even if every single one of these machines are running at all the exact same time, I still would have power left over. That is how efficient all of this shit is. Because I love me my efficiency, chat. I now have all the base iron materials being made. Oh, why are you... Oh, you're just taking time to craft it there. Okay, that's why. I'm making all the base iron materials made, including rotors and reinforced iron plates. Steel will eventually catch up once I make enough... Oh, wow, that's a lot of glitching that it didn't look nice. Once iron plates fills up to the brim, which obviously is going to fill up real fast because it's 165 a minute, so technically speaking, I'm only talking about a little over 20 minutes to fill that up, and then steel is going to start production again. But then the rest of the iron stuff is going to keep working like crazy. I have copper already set up. I already finished already finished copper sheets. And currently working on wire, which wire is already done. Now it's just working to fill up, which also means that cable is also done.
BTW, what do you think of Pokemon Winds and Waves?
We already talked about it, Epic. Mostly, the problem is that we can't really talk about much of it because we know literally nothing. I fucking love it. I'm so excited for it. I cannot believe they actually, well and truly, are actually putting in the effort to make Pokemon look good, like look actually good quality-wise. Like, let's not kid around. It doesn't look like fucking next gen or anything like that, but it looks absolutely amazing by comparison to fucking ZA, to Scarlet and Violet, and to fucking Legends Arceus. Like, the past 3 games, it makes them look like absolute dog shit, and I'm so excited for it. As long as that shit runs at 60 frames on the Nintendo Switch 2, I'll be happy with it. I'll be so fucking happy with it. I already said it before, though, I'm a little iffy on the starters because of the fact that they are mostly, and it sounds wrong to say this, but they are mostly just repeat ones, if that makes any sense. Route right now is just not Rowlet. Let's not kid around. It's literally a grass bird Pokemon. It's just not Rowlet. So hopefully the evolutions just don't turn into not Decidueye. Hopefully. Pombon is not Litten, which, let's be honest, that kind of was a difficult fight anyways, because I think the fire starters among all of them is the most varied and, like, different, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't think any of the fire starters, like, you could compare, except for Blaziken. Actually, no, technically not, though. Like, no, because technically Torchic and Chimchar are like a chicken versus a monkey. Even though Blaziken eventually grows up into a Kung Fu chicken, that Kung Fu chicken does still look respectively different than Chimchar. But I think it's just that obviously they kind of started running out of ideas, if that makes any sense. Like, the creativity has to... There's only so many monsters in the world. There's only so many animals they can rip off of. Which is case in point with Gekwa. Gekwa is just Sobble, but better. Literally. Sobble is a chameleon, Gekwa is a gecko. Both of them are lizards. Like, don't get me wrong, I get the difference. I get that geckos aren't chameleons, chameleons aren't geckos, but like, they're both lizards. They're both water-type lizards. So we have bird grass type, which is just Rowlet, and we have lizard, water type, which is just not Sobble. So I am so hoping that their evolutions are going to be very, 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 very different. And more fucking importantly, I hope so much that they learned their fucking lesson with Sprigatito and fucking Inteleon. Stop making monster Pokemon that are like that are quadrupeds, and stop putting them on fucking 2 feet and making them furry bait, for fuck's sake, please. Literally, Sprigatito is an adorable cat. Can you imagine what would have been if we got like a masquerading jaguar? That would have been so fucking cool, instead of the literal furry bait that is Meowscarada. Like, what the fuck? And same thing with Inteleon. How cool would it have been to have gotten a camouflaging chameleon that literally, like, uses its tongue or something like that to, like, shoot off sniper rifle bullets? Would have been fucking awesome! Instead of literally turning into, for some reason, a 007 wannabe. Like, come on! Come on! You're better than that, Game Freak. You're so much better than that. I came across YouTubers joking this is the type of person you are if you pick this starter. I had to pick the funny little water gecko. Listen, Crazy, I'm not gonna hold it against anybody to say, like, you know what you are if you pick this thing. It's kind of why, like, I find it funny. I think, like, Monster Hunter is okay for that because all the weapons have their own styles. But I feel like Pokemon is one of those games you can't go, hey, if you pick this starter, this is the kind of person that you are. Because, like, the gecko looks cute. Also, I'm a water main. Like, I'm constantly wet. What do you want from me? I'm gonna pick the water type. But I guess technically speaking, I know she has a joke crazy, but still, point being, technically I guess I could pick the fire starter because I'm always hot and bothered. I think it actually is funny too because I've never picked the fire starter because fuck Chimchar and fuck Charmander and fuck Charizard. Oh, Grass Starter. I think it's Grass Starter. What am I talking about? Actually, I think I don't know if I've ever picked a Grass Starter. Hey, chat. I just realized I hate touching grass so much, I never touched a Grass Starter. I didn't really care for Bulbasaur. I didn't really care for Trico. I didn't really care for, Nope, that's not true. Actually, that's technically not true. Well, actually, okay. That's technically unfair because Gen 4 had, like, the best. Let's not kid around. That was the best. Meganium I didn't really care for, even though Meganium was really pretty. I could not care for it. I went for Alligator, 100% for Alligator. I feel like Torterra is the only one that I cared for. Superior was cool, but I didn't care for Snivy at all. I couldn't give a shit about Chestnut. I don't know why. Chespin just never sat well with me. I didn't care for Rowlet and Decidueye. Yeah, I don't care for the Grass Starters. I didn't give a fuck about Rillaboom. Oh my god, I really do think I didn't actually give enough. I think the only other one was Sprigatito. Because Sprigatito was like, again, it was a cat. It was super cute and adorable. And then it evolved to Masquerada, and I could not give less of a shit about Masquerada. Because Masquerada ruins the cuteness. And it's just furry bait. Oh my god, yeah. Grass I definitely couldn't. Grass literally is like my weakest thing. Wow, chat, if you ever wondered, am I really afraid to touch grass? The answer is yes. But I'm going to go on the record and say that I think it's more so that I like being very wet and I am constantly hot and bothered better. Is my more better excuse, okay? German Cynical, Folky, Steladurge, Incineroar, Hisuian Cynical. Hisuian Cynical? This is how I know you're a fake fan, Reaper. This is how I know you're a fucking fake fan. There's no such thing. You absolute fucking troglodyte. How dare you? How absolutely dare you? See, this is how I know you like grass. This is how I know you like grass. You touch too much of it. You touch so much grass, you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You're trying to fake being a Pokemon fan, Reaper. How dare you? How dare you try to get into my king? Wait, what? Offering data for dual blades and wild straight up looking like we were wielding two great swords. Oh yeah! Oh, Agent, you're watching the hitbox data? Yeah, It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Here's the thing! Epic! I'm not against Pokemon on 2 feet, okay? We have Golem, we have Graveler, Machoke, Machamp, we have Blaziken, but Blaziken is because Torchic starts on 2 feet, and then becomes Combuskin, still on 2 feet, and then becomes Blaziken, still on 2 feet. I'm not against Pokemon being on 2 feet. Audino, 2 feet Pokemon, looks very pretty. Chansey, Happiny, Blissey, perfectly fine. There are plenty of designs that are fine being on 2 feet. The problem that I have is when they have a Pokemon be on all fours. Literally like your dream girl in bed. Be on all fucking fours. And then all of a sudden, she just stands up. Do you understand? I I feel like any guy could absolutely, like, say that if your girl was on all fours and then she stood up, you'd be upset. You'd be very upset. You would have preferred her on all fours. Don't even kid around.
At Sapphire Gleam explains Springataro final evolution being Guna bait.
Literally, just look at it. It's literally a masquerading furry bait. Literally. Because the problem is, Epic, you have to realize, is it doesn't have to be overt furry bait to be furry bait. For fuck's sake, there are people who ludify Lucario. No, I am not joking. How and why, I don't know. But there are. Same thing with Cinderace. There are people who ludify Cinderace. Even though Cinderace is heavy male-like askew. Male-coded, that's the word. Male-coded. It is a male soccer player coded. And yet, they will ludify Cinderace. So, put that into perspective, and then have Meowscarada, who definitely is female coded, and then put her in her masquerade mask. Once again, just like how guys like girls on all four, they also like it when you don't have to look at their face. And also, on top of that, do you understand how many guys probably fantasize about going to a masquerade ball, hiding their face, and meeting a girl who has a body that would literally rock their shit in every which way, and not having to caring about how their face looks, while they're literally pounding away at them? I mean, to be fair, they're Epic. Gardevoir definitely was, once again, a female coded. She's literally wearing a very floral dress, all things considered. And she literally has a spike in her chest that makes you stare at her chest. She may only be an A-cup, but there are some who definitely believe in flattish justice. Yeah, Agent, literally, Meowscarada, you can instantly see is like, nope, I can see it. I can see why people like, that's the furry bait. I can see the furry bait. Like, that is very blatantly like there. You can see it. You can 100% see it. So how the fuck did Meowscarada come from goddamn Sprigatito? Legitimately, like, God, like, fucking game freak, explain yourselves. God damn it. But there we go. This is now fully efficient. Oh, yeah. Look at it go! Hell yeah. Absolutely awesome. Regarding the steel type, seemingly no reason, but I'm looking forward to seeing what is the reason why. Wait. Seeing if there is a reason why he's steel type? Oh, pfft. First off, you're thinking of the she, not the he, but still, point B. Unless you want to get pegged, Reaper, if that's what you're saying. Because I'm sure that Lucario getting very hard as a steel type would be very enjoyable. But yeah, no, that is my stance on it. Like, I am totally fine with bipedal Pokemon. Like Reaper also said, Greninja and Regigigas. Fucking amazing. Technically speaking, Froakie does get a little weird in that case now because Froakie is on all fours. But Greninja is also on all fours as well, realistically speaking, if you really think about it. Greninja is on all fours. Literally in his sprite stance, the only reason he has one hand up is because he's doing like the whole ninja move kind of thing. But he is still on all fours, all things considered. He only stands up on 2 feet when he launches a move. Reaper, don't point out why I'm biased against Greninja or biased for Greninja. Alright? You have to talk about it. Alright? You have to point that out. It's every girl's dream, just saying. What? But yeah, if a Pokemon is gonna be on 4 feet as a goddamn beginning, like, evolution, let them stay on 4 feet, unless there is a reason for them to suddenly bend over, just the most finest of bitches. Like, why? Like, why? Like, in what world did Sprigatito, a little cat, have to stand up on 2 feet? Why the fuck did Litten have to stand up on 2 feet? Where in the world did, like, literally Litten, a fucking fire cat on all fours, suddenly stand up and become a goddamn professional wrestler? Why? Fucking why? For me, yes, Agent. Not the Pokemon, though. Pokemon don't have a reason to bend over. They bend the humans over, okay? Can I not dry his tongue must be? Well, first off, you realize that that's only his Mega form, right? Actually, no. Wait. Is that his Mega form or is that his Ash form? Oh, no. His tongue is out in Ash Greninja form. Oh, I guess that is true. Oh, yeah, I guess that is a little fair. Then again, also, technically speaking, frogs do excrete their own bodily fluids. So technically speaking, they are lubricating at all times. Once we come back from ads, we will wrap up for tonight. Once we come back from ads, I'll be done clearing this area out. This is more than enough biomass to last me an extremely long time. Especially I'm not even using biomass power anymore. This is just in case I ever need to use for cutting down more things. Eventually I'll transition to oil, and when I transition to oil, I will move all of it over to whatever location the oil's at. Are you physically able to retract his tongue? Just wrap around his skull like a woodpecker? Wrap around his skull like a woodpecker? What? What about woodpeckers? What? I pick wood, but I don't know what you're on about. What? Also, I think the anime kinda says the answer. I think you can retract the tongue, I believe. I'm not positive on that. Don't quote me on that, but I think you can. Oh! Hi, random ass computer I never saw before. Oh, being able to clean that shit makes it so much prettier. I love it. I already cleaned out like this entire little section right here, right? Yes, I did. Oh, vegetation does not exist in my realm. I love it. I love it so much, chat. Alright, let's slap down my biomass, grab a little more concrete so I can expand a little bit further. Whoops. Some whore. Hang on, where is it? I saw it for a brief moment. Oh, god damn it. Alright, that belt is now just gonna stay there forever. God damn it. Whoop. And that's it. Cool. And let me slap away the alien crap. I guess I might as well slap away the supercomputer, even though, like, I don't need it. I'll slap away the Novelist, too. Actually, no, I'll keep that on hand in case of just about anything. I won't need it for really anything, but still. You should start backing up around now. Oh, you're almost there. We'll get there on tomorrow, all things considered. We'll get there. We'll get there. Grab my concrete. Thank you. Hey, freebies advertised. With my area now completely clean of vegetation, I'm going to just kind of cover it with some more concrete to give it that very delicious industrial look. There we go. Beautiful. Chat, in 3 hours! In 3 hours, going from just like... saw that. I have a damage indicator on screen. I have a damage indicator wheel just right on there. What the fuck? What the fuck? Huh. Treat the cat, listen to the dog. You now have 2 decent scratch marks. Back of your wrist on your unarmed. Well, now, that's why you have to... Listen, you have to show dominance over the pussy, okay? That's why you gotta smother them with love. Show them that your love is stronger than their hatred. Ah, I love it. I love just showing how this looks. Just this solid concrete padding. So good. Oi! You know you want to. Alright, let me climb up top of here so I can get a really good view of everything. Oh no, that doesn't work. Fix that. I mean, I play my pussy every night. Oi, we've been over this. I mean, what? Fine, I'll parkour up here. There we go. But yeah, all of this has been cleaned up and moved to over there where it's now compact and absolutely amazing. I have steel now going over there, which obviously, again, once the iron plates are done producing, I'll be making more steel. And eventually that steel will start making encased industrial beams once that backs up. Copper is also already done, and I now have, as you can see fittingly right there, already got everything going for solid biomass for ages and ages and ages. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for the hydrate agent. But, yeah, she's extremely scared of everything. Yeah, smother with love. Smother with love. I was going to say a different phrase, but that might actually get me banned. But yeah, that's why I love this game, because I've gone from a chaotic fucking mess around here to now look how clean that is. Just 4 smooth belts that just go into the ground and then they vanish, to which then you just get to see the lovely construction zone. Just full fucking operation. It's so good. I just want to see how all full the containers are. We already looked at plates as it is, but I can stuff more things inside. Yeah, plates is literally done right now. Plates is finishing up. Rottage, also done, so now it's just backlogging. Screws, also done, so this is also now just backlogging. Rotors is going to take a while, because that one's very slow, but as I've said many times before, rotors are so, like, unused that this will... As this goes, this will always be more than enough. As for reinforced iron platings, boy, chat, would you look at that? I'm glad I came and I double checked, because I am a dumb slut. Ah! But at the very least, obviously everything is still constructing. It looks like nothing is backed up yet. Question mark? At the very least, it doesn't seem like anything's backed up at all. I don't believe so. Yeah, it looks like everything is still in the green, so everything is still functioning perfectly fine. With everything currently right now running, for the most part, except for like cable and wire, because the wire is backed up, I am still well under the maximum. Like, oh my god. In fucking insane. I missed it. How fucking dare I? Oh, it's insane. It's insane, Agent. Here's the thing, though. He covers, like, a lot of the bad ones, but for realistically speaking, it could have been so much worse. If he does a video on, World and Rise, it's terrifying. It's fucking terrifying. Trust me. I think he has done videos on World and Rise, so, like, he can, if you watch his videos, like, he shows how just, ridiculous those hitboxes are. Truly fucking insane. But with that being said and done, chat, that is where I'm going to call it tonight. God, this game is so much fun. Again, even though all I'm really doing, yes, World was horrifically bad. Horrifically bad. Not Plesios bad, but really bad. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Blue Sky, subscribe on YouTube. This will be uploaded to YouTube tomorrow as per goddamn usual. And like I said before, I am doing my absolute damnedest to keep up with a new short every single day. Hopefully speaking, the algorithm will eventually bless me and things will be, things will be looking up as time goes on. But with that being said and done, thank you, Agent. I take that as a compliment, 'cause at least that's truthful. Unlike the lie you spoke literally not even a single message ago. Have a wonderful night, y'all. I'll see you all tomorrow for more casual Satisfactory, where it's time to work on the space elevator. Time to get more complicated. It's gonna be crazy. Have a wonderful night, y'all. Bye.